Okay, we're back at the range again today, back on the 100-yard range, and still continuing to work with the new Condor 22 caliber air rifle. And today we're upping the hammer spring to try to get that initial first 8 or 9 shots up to a usable velocity. And then also I have weight sorted the projectiles today. We'll attempt to do a 20-shot string, and I have upped the hammer spring to 5.6 from the 4 or 5 that it was at earlier, and we'll see what happens there. Go ahead and walk on down and put you at the target. Okay, we're walking on down to the target, 100 yards. And I went ahead and hooked up my chronograph, so we'll capture another string on this. And again, trying to get that first shot velocity up to, say, maybe 920 or 930. I'm sorry, not 920, 930, 1020, 1030. Okay, this is down to 2,800 psi so far. Everything that's on here. Last shot was 1,067, and we're down to 2,600 psi. I have a feeling we're probably burning through air quicker than we need to. Just found out, boy, it is really difficult to tune the rifle whenever the tank goes above 3,000 psi. That'll be something to look out for, and that was just simply putting it in the sun caused it to jack way up. Okay, we're down to about 1,010, 1,015 on the last shot. And pressure's at about 2,300, I think. Okay, well, that finishes the string, and these were all They were right a little over 1,000 feet a second, except for the last two shots, and I don't know which one those were. The last two shots dropped down to about 900, and 980 down to 960 is basically what we ended up with. And we shot down to 2,000 psi. So the main takeaway on this, I've never experienced valve lock like I did on this. I topped the bottle up to maybe 3,100 psi at the house before I left, because it had settled from the last time that I'd filled it. It was just slightly under, it was maybe 2,900. And so I went ahead and filled it up to about 3,100, thinking that thermal expansion and the pressure would drop down to about 3,000 on the money. And when I got here, it might have been, but I put it on the table, and the table's in direct sunlight. So when I look at it, it's probably, you know, the gauge doesn't go above 3, but I'm guessing it's probably 33 or 3,400 psi is what's in the tank. So I had to shoot it a while to get it down. I was getting pretty significant valve lock at the valve setting that I wanted to use, and I was only getting 500-600 foot a second velocities out of it. So this is really a flawed test. I really need to rerun it and see where I'm at. I'm still running more hammer preload than what I'd intended on running. I'm running, I believe, a 5.6. Well, I could be wrong on that. Could be a 6.7. We'll have to look at it when we get up there. I'll shoot a video of what the hammer preload is, but I had it jacked up a number or two higher than it is right now initially, because pressure when I started getting above 1,000 feet a second was still over 3,000 psi. So anyhow, we'll take a look, see if we can sort it out. And that's where we're at right now. So I'm not sure exactly what to make of it, considering we're, you know, looking at roughly 80 foot-pounds probably. I think the highest velocity I observed was 1,081 or 82 feet a second. Which I'm sure that probably puts us pretty close to 80 foot-pounds. If it doesn't put us there, I'll run the numbers on that and see. And I mean, it's so hot up at the table, my shooting position, it's so hot up at the shooting position that my iPad overheated, and I wasn't able to catch the chronograph velocities. So anyhow, just a less than perfect day out, all of it primarily due to heat, I think. So anyhow, we'll try it again under better conditions.